Hello, my name is Gabrielle Alford. My major is environmental engineering. I've learned many things about myself this semester due to this class. I learned that I really do want to be an engineer. I learned that it takes a lot of work to be an engineer. Um, I just learned that this is not an easy degree. It's going to take a lot of work and self-motivation. Um, but I also learned that other students are going through the same struggles that I am having. Um, Other students are going through the same process as I am, and we're all in the same boat of hard classes and looking for more resources to help each other out. I really figured out that I want to make more connections with other people in my major and have long lasting relationships and other things to help me out. Um, I figured out that some of my weaknesses are procrastination and prioritizing school this semester. I got my first job this semester as well, so it was difficult balancing my time and everything else I had to do for school and my life. I like to maintain a good social life with all my friends, get good grades, and make money, so that had to do with the job. These three things are kind of hard to accomplish and be successful at. Um, because I learned that these three things are hard to balance, I think that I really need to focus more on school rather than my social life, and this is going to be a hard thing for me to do as I continue my educational career. One of my accomplishments that I am more proud of than others is getting good grades in engineering computational tools. I actually had to call Florida Gulf Coast University and ask them if it was possible for me to take engineering computational tools while I was taking Calculus 1 at the same time. This usually isn't allowed because Calculus 1 is a prerequisite to take engineering computational tools, but I was able to talk to them and they allowed it. So my accomplishment was being able to get good grades in engineering computational tools and not let the person that accepted my request down. I learned many things also about working in a team. I feel as I don't fit in as much with other engineering students as I do with other degrees, but I was still able to work well with them in our project-based setting. Um, Although I do not think that this project was a very interesting idea to me personally, but I was still able to have a really good attitude, even though I think I would have picked something else to experiment. I was able to contribute a lot. During our experiment day, I picked some other kids up who do not have cards, and we met at our location. We spent the day doing our test, which was checking the temperature inside of cars with a heat gun and recording this. And I did this with my mini team so that um, within everyone in our project, we had 3 different testing days for all of our 3 different mini teams. Um, I think that this worked out well just because we were able to work with everyone's different schedules and times within the mini teams, except for rather than a whole bigger group of trying to work with everyone's schedules. So that went well. I think I learned a lot about testing. It was cool that we focused on the environmental impacts of our main thing, which was automobiles. We focused on global warming and how Florida is one of the hottest states. And it was interesting to see how hot cars can really get in the Florida heat, and how the design of cars really combats the temperature in Florida and other states. So from the beginning of class, we were working on the SEP. I talked mostly about wanting to get an internship later on. I'm a sophomore, so I wanted to get an internship more in my junior year. I have not accomplished an internship yet, but I am definitely looking at it, and I think I gained a lot of resources and knowledge about how to get one when I'm ready to get one, and I'm at that time and it's the right time to get an internship for me. I mainly focused on this semester for good grades. Engineering classes are, especially the math side of things, are taking a toll on me, but I am working through it and prioritizing them. This means that I was like studying a lot for calculus and working with other students within the engineering degree area of our school to help out and just getting study groups together. One part that I want to modify of my SCP from the beginning of this year is that I really think I want to get an internship probably my senior year because I'm going to be studying engineering for 5 years and I'm going to get my degree in 5 years, which is stated in my SMART plan instead of the average 4. So I think that it would just be better for my time and my learning to get an internship my senior year, so like my 4th year in school rather than my 3rd year. One of the things I most enjoyed from this class was the alumni panel. That was really cool. I got to see other people and how they were living with like the same degree that I have and how they really seem to enjoy what they do for a living. One of the questions I asked the girl that was the alumni panelist who had the same major as I did, environmental engineering. She said that she was working on a project had to do with the foundation of like a triangle house on a triangular property, working with the soil and how to lay the correct foundation for this weird shaped property and house. And I just found that very interesting, and I was glad to learn what other people are doing, what I'm possibly going to be doing when I graduate with my environmental engineering degree. Yeah, thank you guys so much for teaching this year, and I think I learned a lot from this class.